I am sitting here with one of, well, I'm going to say one of, another legend of the car club scene here and everywhere he goes with this car. What you're looking at now is a 2018, one of three I know for a fact, Incredible Hulk theme car, but this is only Camaro, though, I believe, right? The only Camaro. So now, what I want, how I always do it, is I like to let people tell them who they are, where you're from, and if you're involved in the car club, tell us a little bit about that and some of the things y'all do.
All right. Yeah, so Steve Coates. People know me as HulkSmash_18SS down in Fort Walton Beach, Florida, representing the Headturners, Emerald Coast Headturners chapter. So we are all about community, getting involved community, giving back to the community. We are probably the second largest car club in our area. We ride together with our brothers, Street Predators, out of Fort Walton. Hopefully you'll see Slaughter earlier, I think.
Right.
You saw Slaughter earlier, so that's my brother. So we always roll together. So that's kind of me.
All right. So now, like I said earlier, we've seen Hulk Smash from here in Atlanta with the Charger. I've seen his car, and there's another iteration of another car somewhere else, but he's in consequential right now. We're talking about this one. I see you got it on air ride and with the lights. Tell me a little bit about the inspiration behind what you did.
Yeah, so ever since I was a little kid, I've been a huge Hulk fan. So when I bought the car, I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do to this. I was just getting into the car scene because I can actually afford some stuff now.
Right.
So the green and black just popped, and I was like, you know what? I'm going Hulk. And it just avalanche from there. So it's just been one thing after another, building this, putting the little touches on it. There's no two cars that are ever the same.
Exactly.
And we try and bounce ideas off one another, right? So you'll see something, you're like, oh, I like that. Let me put my touch on it. So the first thing I did was the Lambo doors. I was the second one in my area to put the Lambo doors on, and then I come up to Atlanta, and everybody. I was like, okay, well, there goes that idea. So then I was like, all right, let's do air ride. And then I come back to Atlanta, and everybody's got it. And I was like,
but you got to think,
dang.
Fort Walton Beach, Atlanta.
Yeah, you're right. Size matters, right? Size matters.
But now, tell me a little bit about what we're seeing here under the hood. Tell me some of the things you did and why you did what you did.
So it's got the 6.2. I haven't done anything to the motor-wise, performance-wise. So it's got a cold air intake from K&N. It's got a Grocery Getter Racing strut bar, customized. It's the only one. It's one of a kind. It's got some, so you see that plastic piece there, that trim piece.
So you got some plastic dip under there?
Yep.
Okay.
Got some hydro dipped under there.
I said plastic dip. Yeah, that was wrong.
I got you.
That was wrong.
Yeah. Louver Labs. So it's about tying everything together, right? So it makes sense. So it's not out of place. So all the colors match as close as possible because, with different vendors, the color may be a little off, but they've done a great job of trying to match all the colors together.
So now, what's coming out of Florida to Atlanta, of course, there's a lot more here, and you start to see some of the same things that, like you said, you thought you would have been one of the few that had it, and then you come here and everybody has it. What is it about the Atlanta car scene that you respect enough to constantly come back up here to compete?
Yeah, so it's the vibe of the Atlanta Car Club, right? So everybody is welcoming, no matter where you're at in the country. These guys open their arms, just like Skip and his guys open their arms, show us love. They never shun us, never push us away. And we're always like bouncing ideas off one another, right? So it's all about sharing and caring and loving one another. And that's what I love about this community.
Well, that's what's up, man. You made me feel good. Like, I'm just new to it. But now, like I do with everybody else, is there any people you want to shout out back home? Because, you can always go back and watch it.
Right. Yep.
But any events you got coming up that you want to shout out or have people come to and attend?
Yeah, so we've got a car show coming up October 26th in Destin. It's at the Palms Resort. We're still working the details out right now.
Okay.
But hopefully we got some big names from this show here. They're going to make the trip down to Florida. So that's the next big show for us that I'm tracking. But shout out to the Emerald Coast Headturners. You guys rock. Shout out to Street Predators in the area. You guys rock. We're family forever. I love you guys, and I love the Atlanta car scene.
That's what I'm talking about, man. So, oh, wait a minute. Theme cars on the beach?
Oh, yeah, I will be there.
In June.
Sorry, Mike. I forgot about you. I will be there one way or another. We'll make it work.
All right. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Hulk Smash out of North Florida. Fort Walton Beach, you said? Fort Walton Beach, Florida, man. We appreciate you for coming up here, making the trip, and showing up and showing out like you always do. Hopefully you'll get a key today, which is be another good memory.
Let's go.
Again, from Atlanta Carcast to you, sir. We appreciate you. We thank you. And keep doing what you're doing.
Appreciate you, Skip.
All right, brother.